A little while ago, we did a demo with our Mustang Mach-E and a Sigenergy system down in San Diego, showing how you can take the Mach-E and power a house, power up the battery, even charge another EV. Well, today is Sigenergy Day. We're up here in Vacaville, California, and what we're doing is like learning all about Sigenergy, but testing out V2X with a bunch of vehicles. Very exciting.
Super exciting. We're going to take you along for the adventure. We're going to have Rivians, Teslas, Mach-E, Lucid Gravity, and we're going to show you all the nerdy details behind how this stuff actually works. So, we're here for Sigenergy Day. I'm Liv.
I'm Patrick.
We're the electric duo. Let's go.
Bring the Rivian on.
Oh, it looks so good. All right, in rolls the CyberTruck, replacing the Lucid Gravity. We're gonna see if it works. Looks really good, and it's about to power this house or that car. There is the 2017 Model X. We're gonna see if this works.
As I said, we are up here in Vacaville, and we're once again with the CEO of Sigenergy. You want to introduce yourself to people that didn't see the other video?
Sure, my name is Rob Schwartzinger. I'm the CEO of Sigenergy North America, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. Welcome to Sigenergy Day. We are in Vacaville, California. It's a sunny day, and this is the continuation of the test we did a couple of months ago down in San Diego with Adam, with the Mach-E. Today we're in Vacaville, and aside from showcasing new products that we have coming out, we are doing a demo today of a bunch of different EVs, and we're going to show you whether or not we can discharge them.
Yeah, and today isn't just about us. This isn't just for the video. Today is like you guys have a bunch of installers from Northern California to introduce them to your whole product line, but it's specifically showing them how cool it is to do V2X.
Yes, so this is part of our strategy. We want to give installers and homeowners are here as well. We want to give them hands-on experience. We want to be able to have them see what we can do. And the V2X module that we have launched months ago now is really performing well. And installers need to know about it. Installers are asking for it. So we are doing a series of events throughout California, and then we'll go to some of the other states, and we're going to showcase live systems, bringing EVs to that site and testing them in real time.
And you're saying testing, but you guys have had the testing done. You know which cars are working with it, but it is really just impressive. It doesn't look impressive like I'm just going to plug this car in. It just looks like I'm plugging it in, but knowing that the energy is going out and using the app to see that is just really cool and impressive for homeowners and for installers.
Yeah, that's true. And we have not tested all EVs because we don't have many official relationships with auto OEMs yet. We are field testing EVs as we are able to. We have partners that field test EVs, and they send us the results, and then we publish them on our website. So we have on our website, we have a list of EVs that have been tested that work, and basically, I want to say about 85 to 90% of EVs work, not only for DC faster charging, but also for discharging to back up people's homes, to do vehicle to grid. We can do all of that now.
And that's, I mean, there's a lot of little winning things about this system that I think that are really important to emphasize. But the fact that like you can actually charge your vehicle faster than just doing normal AC, I think that's huge. Being able to like back up your home if you need to, I mean, that's huge. But I think that one of the biggest things is that it doesn't care what vehicle it is. It's going to work with multiple brands, which I think that's like the beauty of today. Because like last time we showed it working with the Mach-E, and a lot of Mach-E people were enthusiastic about it. But then it's like, well, what about this other one? And that's part of what today's about, showing that it's not, you're not stuck to one car.
Exactly. We think that our system has a lifespan of 20 plus years, right? So our solar home storage and even the V2X system, the expected design life is 20 years or more. And so we don't want homeowners to have to when they buy an EV and they own it for 5 years and then they go get another EV, we don't want them to have to rip out the system that they have, the charging and discharging system, and buy a new one. That's why from the beginning we wanted to design and build a system that works for all EVs. And so we are working towards what is the accepted standard for discharging as the auto OEMs work towards that as well. We're going to comply to that standard early next year, and then we'll see where the EV makers are. But in the meantime, we are charging and discharging with the smart charging standard, which is being used everywhere where there's charging going on, but we are using a rudimentary discharging function within that standard to then discharge the vehicles. And so that's why we're able to discharge almost all vehicles that are out there today.
Yeah. And again, the last video got a lot of interest. I hope this expands it to like all the other brands, because like a lot of Mach-E owners were excited, but I'm like, I want everybody to be excited by this. We're gonna like dive in. There's a lot of nerdy details coming in this video, but some, the testing of the vehicles, which is the coolest thing that I am super excited about, and the reason why we were super excited to come up here and cover this.
Yeah, great, let's go, let's do it.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a load vehicle. So we're going to have that be drawing power to charge, and then we're going to take another vehicle, and that is going to be our discharge. So if we look at the AC charger right now, it's currently charging this vehicle with 3.5, and the vehicle over here is discharging 3.5 to satisfy that need currently. I'm just going to hit the button, so you'll hear this MID cycle. There it is. So we're currently off grid, and this vehicle is still charging. That vehicle is still discharging. This vehicle is supporting this vehicle's charge.
What's the next vehicle we're going to use?
Yep. So yeah, we're just taking volunteers. Let's bring it back online and try again. Bring the Rivian on.
This is so exciting. Car number 2, we have an R1T ready to, well, we don't actually know what they're gonna do.
But with this system, they can, of course, charge it, but they can also discharge it. So we're gonna see.
So this is super fun. Of course, this Kia Niro was powering the Audi. Now we have a Rivian in the mix, so really anything could happen. It could power the home, it could power the cars.
Yeah, I hopefully they'll discharge the Rivian, because that's the exciting stuff.
That would be absolutely awesome. How cool is it having all these options? All right, TJ's plugging it in.
Installation detection in progress.
There you go, this is a good noise.
There we go. There we go. So it's discharging at 3.9 kilowatts. And it's already outputted 0.1 kilowatt hour.
Nice.
Still at 65%. So it would take a while to get down from that, but it is literally powering the Audi in there and charging that up. Yeah, so rather than try to like simulate a bunch of load, we're simulating that load by having the car pulling power. And if I click on that, I can see that it's being charged at 3.5 kilowatts. So basically like a 1-to-1 pretty much.
Yeah, so we know the Rivian works. How many more volunteers do we have?
We need a Lucid.
There it comes. You could almost miss it because it's so quiet, driving right at us. Oh, it looks so good. We actually have a full video coming with the Lucid Gravity. We got to film with it in Munich.
There we go, showing plugged in. Installation detection in progress. It's discharging already, like that one's quick. And it's discharging at 4.1 kilowatts, 59% car battery, already 0.1 kilowatt hour, 4.0 kilowatts now. That is so cool. Another reason to buy a Gravity. I think this has just put us over the tipping point. Right?
You did really enjoy it. Ooh, sorry, just one quick thing. I have not seen the Gravity charging. Look at that animation light. I love, there we go. I love any like external indicator that it's charging. I wonder if it does something different when it's full, but it'll be interesting to see the front as well. Like Patrick's getting it too.
Well, we're gonna go check out.
Yeah, let's go check the front. Are we front-nicking?
The front-nicking. This is the front couch.
Sorry.
Bonus besides the charging.
Did you get the front gate? You did. Nice.
Yeah, I got to try it out.
Yeah, there we go.
Comfy, right?
This is very good.
You're ready for a football game, right? Yeah.
This is my LinkedIn profile picture is in the front. Yeah, it's really comfy.
So this is Russell, and this is his Lucid Gravity Dream Edition. And you got it like years ago, right?
Yeah, right. I'm just still trying to figure it out. It's got.
So you just got it like a week ago.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
The day before the tax credit.
Oh my gosh, perfect timing, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think about this being able to?
I had no idea that it could do it because it's so new that I haven't heard whether it would or not. I was hoping that it would because I have a whole battery system at my house.
Nice.
Waiting for bidirectional charging. So yeah. Right now I just have your basic charger and stuff, and I've got a 20 kW system on my house, but it would be really nice to, have those batteries be supplemented by this if I needed to. We get a lot of power outages where we're from. So so it's kind of nice.
And I'm sure you just drive this around very chill. You haven't touched a horsepower yet.
I mean, they asked me what the range is, and I said, with me driving or what, somebody else driving? Because I said, I'm not getting very good range, even though it's they're rated. The normal one's rated for 450 miles.
That's so crazy.
But this one's probably, if I drove decent, probably be about 400. But lately, I've been getting about a little over 325.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah, because
and V2X with this is that was really cool. Like plugging it in, seeing it.
Yeah.
Just a cool vehicle.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Well, congrats on this. Congrats on V2X working with it. Now you have another option.
Yep, we're definitely looking forward to the product for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We had to take a break from charging just to look at the Gravity and enjoy hearing Russell's thoughts about it. I mean, if I got a car like this, I wouldn't stop talking about it either. So we actually checked this out at Electrify Expo and checked out the rear seats. So Russell's going to show us.
These actually fold over and then they flip and go down inside of this. But this is where I
Look how huge that is.
keep all my stuff in there.
It's like a trunk in a trunk.
Yeah, a truck and a trunk. That's awesome. It is a super sweet car. And it can power this house.
The Sigen Store battery is also discharging at 1.5 kilowatts, and we are exporting to the grid. So we're doing vehicle to grid export right now at 7.7 kilowatts. And the Lucid is now contributing 7.8. It just jumped down to 4.0. Now back to 10.1 kilowatts of discharging.
So it's going to be a
Grid export.
It's going to be a little variable. Each vehicle has its own little sweet spot where it likes to jump up and down when it comes to charging, and in this case, discharging.
And vehicle to grid is coming, right, in a big way, because this is how we will be able to smooth out the grid. We will be able to provide grid services to utilities, and VPPs want to be able to have access to this big battery in your driveway, and so that's when vehicle to grid will come more and more. So this is the application of the future. We can do it today. We can do vehicle to home today as well. So we're backing up people's homes. And in this case, today we are using the Lucid Gravity, brand new 1 week old car, to discharge and export to the grid.
Real quickly, because I lost my screen recording, but we've seen it go up as high as 14 kilowatts, but that's basically the car adjusting the inverter. It's 12.5 now. He can, you set the limit to 15, but you could literally pull 25 kilowatts out of this using the DC.
Yeah, 100%. I just put a soft limit of 15 because he's got to drive away from here.
Yeah, it's long range, and he has 58% battery. Let's just pull it all out.
Next is a Tesla CyberTruck. So we will see if we can discharge the Tesla CyberTruck next.
I love that this is exploratory. We don't know yet. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. Now, this goes back to one of those things where Tesla has their own system that can work with the Cybertruck, but it's proprietary. This, as we saw, it's worked with the Niro, it's worked with the Lucid, it's worked with the Rivian, and now I'm going to predict it's going to work with the Cybertruck.
Exactly. So we have tested a Cybertruck before, so it's semi-new, but you're right. Tesla, Ford, General Motors have their own proprietary solutions. And from the beginning, we set out to create a solution that can work for all.
I love it.
And that's what we're working towards. Because, you might want to buy Rivian today and in 3 years trade that in for a Cybertruck or a Kia EV9, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to have to replace your charging infrastructure, especially if it's a DC bidirectional charger, which are still a little bit more pricey than your regular AC charger.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes total sense. I like it. I can't wait to see the CyberTruck on it.
Yeah.
All right, in rolls the CyberTruck, replacing the Lucid Gravity. We're gonna see if it works. Place your votes now. I mean, we think it's gonna work. All right, the moment of truth. Patrick is filming.
We'll tap on it.
Screen recording.
Establishing communication link already. Installation detection in progress.
Is everyone holding their breath?
That's
Is it just me?
There we go. I heard it click. Yeah, I heard the CyberTruck click. It's actually charging the CyberTruck.
It's discharged now, 2.4.
Okay, mine's lagging, but yeah, it switches over. So it has to like establish it, then it switches to direction, and now I can see 3.7 kilowatts. And its battery is at 71%, which we can see in there.
Yeah, those cooling fans, you guys probably can't hear that because of our mics, but it is kicking into high gear. And there's a helicopter, but whatever.
Airplane, helicopter, something like that. So yeah, 4.1 kilowatts, and that again will fluctuate. They've set a soft limit of 15 kilowatts, but
I set a soft limit of 25 right now.
oh, he's changed it to 25. So we'll see if it will pull out that much.
This will be a really sneaky thing to do with your friends when they come over and you're like, yeah, you can charge your car.
Yeah, exactly.
Steal their power.
11.5. I feel like I'm calling a auction. Do I have 11.5? 11.5.
Do we have 12?
10.6. So it's this.
Oh, all right.
It has been on for 2 minutes. 4.7 again. It fluctuates. But the great thing is like if you're pulling power in and filling up a battery or something like that, the fluctuations don't matter at all.
It's interesting that this is the only car that's kicked in the fans so far.
The other ones may have had low power fans. This one is definitely higher.
Definitely high power.
I saw 11.5 for a second. And we're only been discharging with DC, but as we showed in our Mach-E video that we did with this, charging with DC is such a huge benefit because you're not limited by the onboard charger. It's doing direct DC to the battery. You're going to be limited by what your system can output. Like if you don't have the solar and the amperage on your panel, you're not going to be able to like hit that 25 kilowatts, but you can come pretty darn close.
All right, so a different use case that we haven't talked about here, basically because the vehicle to grid and vehicle to load, vehicle to home is kind of its primary two major use cases. If you were to have a partial backup where you only backed up, your major loads, your lights, your fridges, your miscellaneous, but you left your AC, your jacuzzi or whatever on the main panel, with our CT kit, you can then do on-grid arbitrage. And if this is discharging to the grid, it is supporting your non-backed up loads as well. So that could also be another source of load demand. Essentially, if you're on grid, your vehicle's plugged in, let's say for whatever reason you want to discharge it, you start discharging, you turn the jacuzzi on. Now, technically, you're not pulling from the grid to support that. You're pulling from the car to support your jacuzzi.
All right, time to free the Cybertruck. We won't completely siphon off its energy.
And it went to
Although
zero.
it's a pretty good hill. We could just roll them down there, do a little regen.
Yeah.
So everything is stopped charging and discharging now. We've done all that from our app. Now, if we wanted to essentially redo this, all we had is a click of a button to start bidirectional discharge. All right, now it's all quiet. Now the AC's off. The battery is not freaking out. We took 2% out of this CyberTruck in like 10 minutes to support the load, and we were discharging near 6 to the grid from this vehicle as well.
What's next?
Rivian, somebody
I've got another Rivian.
Yeah.
I just want a photo.
Yeah, no.
All right, our Cybertruck friend is getting out of here. Soon to be replaced with a... Put your guesses down below. Well, we know it's a Rivian, but is it an R1T or an R1S? I hope it's an R1S just because it's something different. Also, which is your favorite, R1T or R1S? Because my favorite is R1T. Gear tunnel. So awesome. R1T, but it's gray. It is gray, right? Yeah. Awesome. Nope. Yes, gray. Charcoal. Looks really good. And it's about to power this house or that car. What did you say about this color?
So I like this color.
I like it too.
I like a lot of the Rivian colors, except for the
Same.
yellow. Sorry if you have yellow.
I like the yellow. So
The
there.
Gen 1 Rivian R1T.
Oh,
this
okay.
is
So we do have a.
So this is the dual motor max battery. It's
Oh, nice.
140 kilowatt hour usable, 180. full
What's the
size.
range? Like,
This has 410 miles.
yeah.
So I can be Bay Area up to Tahoe and still have 90 miles left dead winter.
That's awesome.
With the heat on. So it'll run our house. I mean, I've obviously calced my house loads. I'm an engineer, and I could run my house for a week and a half.
That's so cool.
That's awesome, and I'm willing to bet that's a very accurate number.
It's very precise. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I monitor everything. I've got so besides the storage for the battery side and vehicle 2X, we're adding thermal storage on our HVAC system.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
we can use that as a thermal battery for load shifting our heat pump. Same for grid arbitrage, all the same things that we can do here, but we can do it thermally also. So yeah, might be extreme on the nerd side.
I'm willing to bet we have a lot of extreme nerds who are
Yeah.
excited about this too.
And then now it just flipped. It literally flipped right then.
Yeah. So you're currently pulling 12.8 kilowatts out of this vehicle to support to the grid, and that little car that's charging that's almost topped off by now. It's bouncing
We're
around.
just discharging at 18.4 kilowatts.
Correct. Now we're at 11.2, but yeah, it's bouncing around like we're expecting it to. But at some point, it will make its way back up to that high amount.
Yeah, so we're the last house on our power feed. We're at the top of a ridge. We have a preemptive power shutoff once a month all summer, anytime there's wind.
Yeah.
And so the idea of not having backup power at home is pretty challenging, especially if you're working from home that day or whatever happens, you're on a Zoom call. So our battery is big enough in our car to power our house for a week. So it's like all of a sudden it's just not an issue.
That's so cool.
And there's so much flexibility built into that. It's I don't know, like resilience, it's hard to put a price on. But the fact that you don't even have to worry about it is a pretty big deal. So.
And having control of your power, like
I mean,
your energy.
There's enough battery here that you can do time of use. You can ride time of use rates till the cows come home, and essentially only pay the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And like right now, if you're on the EV time of use rate, PG&E has a pilot. They haven't really advertised it, but there's a pilot for dynamic pricing, where they'll give you a day ahead schedule, and if you can meet it, your price can go negative. They'll pay you to consume power.
Ooh.
So there's another opportunity to discharge a lot of power when they ask. So, yeah, it's just really, really powerful.
You lost another mile of range.
Yeah,
He's down to 267. Ooh.
yeah. It looks really boring, but it's really exciting.
So we just finished with first generation Rivian, and did a successful discharge session for the Rivian. That is now driving down the hill, and the next car that's coming up the hill for us to test is a 2017 Tesla Model X that just last week received the CCS upgrade. So we're going to test if an old Model X with a CCS upgrade can be discharged.
That's so cool. And if you don't know, like a lot of Teslas, they were Tesla only, but to do CCS charging, like with an adapter or like on a system like this, they have to have an upgrade. So this is going to be really cool to see.
Yeah, exactly. So fingers crossed, let's test it out.
There is the 2017 Model X. We're going to see if this works. I'm going to vote yes, because we have not seen anything fail so far. I feel very confident. Place your votes down below. Winner gets a high five.
We had the 2017 Model X. This one has the CCS upgrade. You're getting ready to plug in. I got the screen recording. You want to walk through the 2017 Model X and why this is like a big deal?
Yes, so the older Teslas usually don't work, and we've heard that they need a CCS upgrade. So we are now going to test the first older Tesla. This is a 2017 Model X that just got the CCS upgrade last week. So we're going to test to see if it works.
All right, let's go. I show it here. It's not plugged in. Okay, so now because the Audi's basically full, we're going to be charging the Kia Niro. Immediately it shows plugged in, and it'll do the same thing. It'll take a minute for it to sort of establish a communication link and then do test the installation of the cable, and then we'll see what happens. Installation detection in progress.
Yeah, so now we're discharging 2K from it. So I hit the limit at 2K. It's maxed to the limit. Currently the battery's at 31% and the cutoff percentage is 20%.
Okay, so it is discharging at 3.1 kilowatts. That may be the limitation of one of the latest software updates, or could just be our network being slow. We've been having network issues out here, but Again, successful with a 2017 CCS modified or upgraded Tesla Model X. So far, it's been a really good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're batting 100.
We are.
1,000,
We are.
sorry. I do know baseball.
All right, so the final vehicle, of course, has to be the Honorable Mach-E plugging in the Kia Niro. I mean, we know this is going to work. We saw this happen at Adam's house in San Diego, so I'm not even going to do a bet. We know this is going to work, and it's going to work great.
Yep, heard it lock on.
That vehicle's already charging at 4.7. Waiting for this thing to talk. I think it's already doing installation test.
As Liv was saying, we did this with our Mach-E. This is a rental because we're up in Vacaville. Long story, we're all around. But we rented this and basically just sort of to show, because we were the Mach-E vlog. We love showing the Mach-E can work with this.
Immediately starts discharging.
Yeah, it's going. It's barely, but it's going.
So is this officially the fastest one so far?
No,
No?
no, it's the slowest one so far.
Is it the slowest
The
one?
Rivian.
Oh, to get started,
To
are you
get
saying?
started.
Oh, yeah. It did get started pretty quickly, but we've been plugged in for 1 minute and 19 seconds.
What's the battery charge?
Yeah, we're talking about charging.
72%.
Not horsepower.
Oh, we had the limit set to 5, and the Niro's plugged in. So we should see if it goes up a little bit more now. 5.0, yep. So just like when we were down at Adam's house in our other video, go watch that video. It was just pulling and sustaining. It was all good. 7.1.
Now we're at the 15.
Yeah, there it goes. It's pulling at Niro's pulling at 5.6 kilowatts. I just think that's so cool. And again, I don't know. I think we explained this, but it's like really don't have to charge the Niro. The reason why you guys are doing it today is just to simulate some heavy loads, like
Correct.
AC, jacuzzi, something like that. Really pulling load, but you could actually transfer energy from one EV to the other, but it's just a demo purpose to show how flexible the system is. And it's like consistently, yeah, it's like 15, just poof, still batting 1,000.
Still been 1,000. There we go.
Well, this was an absolutely awesome day, the first ever Sigenergy day, but we know there's going to be more because there are more EVs to test out and there'll be more opportunities for you guys if you want to try this out. I just think this is so cool that we got to do this successfully with every single vehicle, including an older one.
Everything was working great. Super cool to see that. It was cool enough just seeing it with our Mach-E, but like I said, I hope like everybody gets to see and try this out as they're learning which cars do and don't. By the way, I'll put a link down in the description if you want to see what cars they've already tested. Also, if you follow them on LinkedIn or their Facebook page, as they have other events like this throughout the country, just follow them. Stay in touch. They will let you know when they're going to be doing some more of these type of events. If you are looking to, find an installer, you can contact Sigenergy, and I'll put that down in the description as well. So if you want to try to get this system, get a price quote. We didn't talk about pricing or anything like that because it varies so much by the installer. So you got to find an installer that'll do that. If you're an installer, of course, reach out to Sigenergy. They can help you become an installer of this system. I did not realize about the whole product portfolio, how big they are. It's really cool to see that they are growing very rapidly in the industry and being so well respected and doing so much cool stuff.
Yeah, and this was such a cool opportunity for us to get into the nitty-gritty, into the behind the scenes. There were homeowners here, there were solar installers, and it's really cool to hear their questions and to see all of that nerdy stuff that went way, way over my head. And I'm not quite sure like how much of it we're gonna share with you, but if you have a curiosity of this stuff, one, watch our video. But two, like Patrick said, look out for an opportunity to attend one of these near you because it's really, really interesting to see everything that goes into it. And it's also quite reassuring to me. These are very expensive systems that are taking your other very expensive things, your home and your car. And it's so cool to see the experience and all the skill that goes that goes on behind the scenes to make this all happen. And I loved seeing all these installers who were psyched about it, listening to them, seeing them bring their own vehicles here to test it out. And it's really cool because many of them were like excited about this just on a personal level as well, of like, oh, I want to get the system for me kind of thing, as well as I want to install the system for people because this is an awesome thing to be able to do. And it's just a future-proof kind of thing. It has no brand requirement. You can use any EV with
Not
this.
any.
Except
Most
for the
EVs.
Equinox. But it's brand agnostic, right?
Yeah.
Except of course for the Equinox. It's not that we have one of the vehicles that you can't use. That's because of course
And it's a
GM
software limitation.
has their own system. Yeah.
So, and the other cool thing is like, because we saw through like a bunch of their different designs, we're most interested in the V2X stuff, but even, all the other designs that included V2X, there's so many different configurations that you can do. Some of the questions that people asked us in the last video were like, well, what if you don't have solar? Can you just use their system to be a backup for your house or to do time of use energy shifting? Yes, you can. Like, you don't absolutely have to have solar. You can go to multiple stacks. You can have a regular generator plugged into the system. So there's so many different configurations. We started recording some of the, like, these are all the configurations that you can do. And then all of a sudden I was like, my arm was tired because I was like
There's
recording
so many configurations.
page after page of all of these different configurations. And it's like the center of it, of course, is the controller from Sigenergy. So it was like, just shows the flexibility. And then, they're upgrading or basically improving the design. So like the batteries have gotten better as they are shifting from the Point Guard to the Sigenergy brand. So, all of that stuff is just really exciting to see. This industry as a whole is evolving very quickly. And V2X is something that we've heard talked about at EV Charging Summit, CES,
for years.
Electrify Expo, like all these different places that we've gone to. Everybody's talking about V2X next year, V2X the year after. And then now it's like, it's really cool to see it. It's actually going on right now. I don't want to talk too long because we're pulling energy from our battery right now. But it's really, really exciting to see. Please go check them out. We are super fans of what they're doing here. I think it's just so cool. When we got our solar put on our house, we did not get a battery because I was like, someday we'll be able to use the battery that's on wheels in our garage as our backup. We are lucky enough that we're both working at home, so we can use that battery like during the day, charge it during the day, whatever, So we have some flexibility. But it's just really cool to see that this flexibility is being given to everybody. And I think that's the future of energy usage in general. It's like having homeowners control their energy, when they use it, where it's coming from, being able to set your priorities. Do you want to use solar? Do you want to use the energy from the grid because it's cheaper? So you have to learn your own area because, like, for us, it's technically better for us to sell our excess solar and then just charge our EV at night. In your area, it may be better to charge your EV during the day if you can, and then use that energy at night. So who knows?
But I love something that I think it was Bill said earlier, that the grid is secondary, right? So in some of the systems, it was like the grid is your backup, but your solar array and your car and all of this with your Sigenergy system, that could be your main. So that's so much independence. And it's not just getting independence from the grid, it's getting that pricing independence, which is not something you have if you drive a gas vehicle. You can't control the price of gas, right? You're just dependent on, should I go to that station or that station? But the fact that you have some power over how you power your vehicle, how you power your home, what time of day and what that pricing is, that's really, really cool. And something that we're gonna try to talk about a little more also in the future in this channel as well is the app, right? There's so many situations in which the app completely controls your experience. Ford Pass app, the Chevy app, there's a lot to go into there, but it was really cool to hear people's responses to the Sigenergy app. And that was stuff that we caught ambiently that was really hard to capture and share on camera, that we had like 40 installers and homeowners here just chatting, and people going like, oh, I love that feature. Or like, look, you could just tap this thingy. And I think that's really cool. consistently, this app is really, really awesome. And I really, really like that.
Yeah.
So we demand good apps, right? Love that this app is good. And we're going to demand good apps from more cars, automakers, everything in the future.
It was really interesting because like even me, like I love intuitive interfaces, and that's something I want to focus on diving more into, whether it's cars or apps like this. And it was like, well, let me see what the charger's doing. And it was like, well, where do you go and do that? And I was like, well, you literally just tap on the charger. That makes 100% like sense. It's just like, it makes sense. You just tap on the charger and you can see exactly what it's doing. So it's very intuitive, but it's also very graphical and very easy to understand like where your energy is going. See it, it's just great to see. So anyways, we've been going on. We know this is a super long video. We hope that the nerds in you loved it. We hope that the people that just like seeing cool stuff loved it.
And also that if you're not into the super nerdy stuff, we hope that we were able to translate some of the stuff in a way that's super palatable, because you don't have to know all of the stuff in order to enjoy the stuff, right? So hopefully we're able to impart some of that. Let us know your thoughts down below. Let us know your thoughts on Sigenergy and all these systems, and what do you want to see more? Is there something that you want from the app? What?
I was going to say, comment down below. Last time they jumped into the comments and were answering things. A couple that they missed, I was like, hey, did you see this comment? Can we provide an answer? And they jumped in and provided an answer. So comment down below. We'll let them know that you have some comments for them or questions, and they'll be answered.
Yeah.
Like magic.
Like magic, absolutely. Whatever you want, this is your megaphone to talk to Sigenergy, and we invite you to do that on all our videos because we want to elevate your voice and your wishes. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us for this video where we powered a Kia Niro and an Audi.
And a house.
And a house.
And it sent power to the grid at some point.
And some power to the grid with a Mach-E, with a Tesla Model X, with a Lucid Gravity.
CyberTruck.
With a CyberTruck, with a couple Rivians. It was really, really awesome. A huge thank you to our patrons whose names are scrolling across the screen right now. We so appreciate you guys and your support of us on this channel, as well as you, our YouTube members, who get to do things like leave fancy ponies in the comments right now. Leave your favorite one, because they're 2 different colors, and mine is both.
And there's also a GT.
This is our GT. I know, you could leave the GT. You get custom emojis and ask if you would like a special one. We should do a new one. Anyways, we should go. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us for this video where we checked out the Sigenergy system and powered everything with everything. So cool. And just remember that whatever you drive, and
whether you're charging or discharging your battery,
enjoy the ride. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.